We're thinking about the noise of a plane. Let's meditate with a plane for a second. All you have to do is be aware of it. Don't get lost in thought, don't think about something else, just recognize the plane. Thoughts naturally come, they go, return to the sensation. That's how easy meditation can be. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to meditate. For some reason, the general approach to teaching beginners how to meditate is to just lead them through a guided breath meditation. Then people get to the end of this breath meditation and they think meditation is very valuable. Now that's good, but they have no idea what they're doing. The mechanics of meditating are actually very simple. So I'll give you the mechanics and then you can actually meditate in many ways from the very beginning. A useful way to think of meditation is to think of ourselves as becoming more present, more aware, and less distracted. Now, when we start out, it can be a little bit confusing because we can reflect and think, aren't we already present? The answer that we discover through meditation is no. Usually we're very distracted and lost in thought throughout our day, which is to say that we're in these moments of our life, but we don't recognize where we are. We might be spending some time with our friends, but we're really just spending most of the time in our head thinking about something else. The relevance of this intervention might not be so clear from the beginning, but the more you meditate, the more important it becomes. So how do we practice becoming mindful over mindless? Well, we always have our minds. We're always here, we always exist, so we can pick any sensation of our experience to meditate on. So for example, I'll use this object here of meditation. This is my ring, and we can just become aware of it. It's very easy to be aware of any object of meditation. You don't have to use any effort to be aware, in fact. You just set yourself up by looking at it, and then it's automatically there. It's automatically in your experience. What usually happens next, though, as is with life, is we usually become distracted. We're no longer just aware of the ring. We have become bored, and now we've looked away or we're thinking about something else entirely. We no longer have the recognition that we're looking at the object of our meditation or observing or witnessing. Although from the outside it looks like we're doing meditation, we're just thinking about something else entirely. There's so many sensations to be aware of. One can be aware of the sensations at the tip of their nose, their lungs rising and falling. Any of these sensations work. It doesn't matter if it moves, as long as you're returning to some sensation. Pick a sensation, return to that sensation. If you become distracted or tune out, that's fine. It doesn't matter. Some people get real stressed. Oh, I keep losing. That's what we're practicing with meditation, is noticing when we're no longer present and returning to becoming present. Noticing you're lost is very good. It means you're becoming more aware of what it means to be mindful. If meditation is an exercise, that is the repetition that you're trying to work. You're working, getting lost, and then coming back gently. Be kind on yourself. It takes some time to develop sustained mindfulness, but it happens naturally over time. You don't need to judge yourself ever. You really don't. I've been doing this for a long time now. Don't judge yourself. And that really is the essence of meditation. Being aware of a sensation, becoming diffused or distracted, returning to the sensation. And over time, our idea of what it means to be present and to be ourselves can really radically transform. My key tip to beginning meditators is see how effortless you can make your observing or witnessing of a sensation. Meditation becomes transformative when we realize how automatically sensations are there. Usually we have a sense of being very rigid and controlling our observation of sensations. There's space here to notice something pretty profound. So that's object meditation. You can learn how to do this with your breath. Mantras are very popular. You can do it with sounds. You can do it lying down, standing up, eyes open, eyes closed. Anything which occurs, you can bring your awareness to. Recognize you're aware of it in the moment. Become distracted, return to it. Typically, that's the main meditation people will get taught when they're beginning. Meditation can then become more open. You don't have to focus on one object. You can also just be aware of whatever there is moment to moment. But that becomes a little bit more difficult unless we have a clear idea about what it means to be mindful. Otherwise, our practice might become synonymous with just not doing anything, just living our normal distracted lives. You can also practice evoking emotions too. Metta or loving kindness practice is a very popular form of meditation where you might think about how you want your life to be. You might conjure up compassion. Again, though, this will always be simultaneous with a form of recognition and awareness. You'll notice how it feels to be that way. You'll notice how you want others to feel, and ask yourself, what does it mean to embody that experience? I hope maybe I've made meditation a little bit clearer for you and it's more accessible. I'm really not sure why sometimes we're insistent on teaching things in the most complicated way possible. May we all endeavour to move forward, and if there's an easier way to do something, maybe take that path. Like and subscribe, comment on the video. It really supports the channel and helps us share and communicate more ideas for meditation for other people, which I think is a really important thing. Meditation's changed my life, and I hope it changes yours.